welcome to your reading. Alright, so let's see what's going on for you guys during this week. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Nodes. Alright, so you, so you have positive movement forward. Very beautiful card. Alright, so this is a beautiful oracle, okay? I'm also getting, if you've been asking a question or if you've been waiting on an answer, the answer is yes, okay? Alright, so Sag, you need to understand that you have so many skills, knowledge, gifts, talents even, that are going to assist you in moving towards the direction that you need to go in. If you look at this card, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the number 8. The number 8 is all about abundance and prosperity, but it can be negative or positive depending on what kind of energy you're putting into these cycles. So if you've been doing a lot of good things, then you're putting in that energy of prosperity to come back towards you. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you've been doing because we have the positive movement forward card. Understand that your efforts have gotten you here. It's not luck. It's not someone giving you a handout. People may have helped you along the way to assist you, but you being who you are and putting your efforts in have gotten you to this point right now. You putting in the effort to change, to become better, to grow, to move up. If you're in the field of art, design, music, education, creativity, anything of those situations, this is a really good moment for you to really cultivate and expand and really show people who you are, but to also just make advancements in your career choice. I feel like a lot of you have gotten to the point where you're able to know what your passion is, and when you are able to follow that energy and build on that and have a passion behind it, your soul can help you move towards your highest good. And there's nothing like being in tune with your soul. You know what I mean? There's nothing like your soul saying, hey, I really enjoy doing this, and then your life also reflecting it and being like, well, let's go do it. And that's the point that you're at right now. So you have to understand how beautiful and amazing this time is for you, okay? And I want you to really capitalize on that and really use this energy because it's very much so in your favor, Sag. So use this to really move forward and build in whatever you're trying to build. Some of you guys are going to have a random opportunity to learn from someone who is very skilled in a certain craft, or you may have an opportunity to work with someone who is also up and coming just as yourself. All right, so that has been your oracle message. Let's go ahead and dig into your reading. All right, I'm excited to see what's going on for you, Sag. I really am. What's going on for my Sagittarius this week? Okay. Interesting. All right, so we have 3 of Wands in reverse as your energy. Okay, so some things that you want to happen in your career life, they will be happening, but you have to understand that you're going to need some assistance. So whether it's people in your family that can help you with certain things, or it could be people in your work field, or it could be money. You may actually need more money to make something happen the way that you want. Also understand that it's going to take a little bit of time, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Also want you to become very clear on what you want your goal to be, what you want your vision to be. Because I feel like it's not that it's not happening, it's more so that you need a little bit more direction. You have the passion, you have the talents, but where are we going with this? Where is it leading us to? That is kind of like the final energy. Like I was saying, this positive movement forward, you're already on the track, but notice that it's in the sea. The ocean, when you're traveling by ocean, that's a long ass, way to go to get to your destination. So this is a time where you're supposed to be prepping. Also, just being aware of how much talent you have, natural ability, but then also trying to combine that with resources. I feel whether it's people, whether it's knowledge, whether it's a plan to make it actually be practically make sense for you. Okay, so you need a blueprint. You just need a plan. All right, so right now we have the 5 of Pentacles. A lot of you do need money. And it's not even about needing money. I don't want to put it that way, but you do need you need to be very careful with how you're spending. There may be an unexpected expense that you need to start working towards or for. It's doable. I feel like this is a time where if you need help with something, you need to ask for it. You need assistance with something, ask for it. If you need more of something, ask for it. Some of you guys are being emotional about something that is not to be emotional about. There's something where it's very yes or no. Don't make it complicated. If you need the help, ask for it. Also, with the devil in reverse, if you are struggling with addiction or something like that, if you need support, reach out for it. Do not allow yourself to cope through it by yourself. Even if it's like I feel like for a lot of you, it is an obsession or an addiction or a codependent situation, or maybe it's just you overthinking something or obsessing about something. Whatever it is for you, if you need help, ask for it. And I'm serious, Sag. I'm really serious about this. Don't try to cope with it on your own. I'm not saying just ask anybody and everybody, but I'm just saying if you know you have someone who can help you with something, even if it's just advice, because sometimes with the Five of Pentacles, it's just about advice. It's just about needing a little direction. If you need that, don't hesitate to ask for it, okay? Because this is a time where I can see you do need it. Tell me a little bit more about this. I see that some of you have gotten King of Cups. Okay, so some of you are going through, it's like you have this emotional surge. It's an emotional surge, but it doesn't need to happen. But that's just how you feel. You're emotional right now. You're emotional about the way things are taking longer. You're emotional about the help that you've been receiving or the lack thereof. It's not really anything bad. It's just a matter of how you're coping with it. And I think once you can actually see, you know, how you've been dealing with it, if you have another perspective, that's what I'm trying to say. If you have another perspective outside of you, they can easily help you see that this is not a big deal and that we can, you know, work through this. We can get through this. It's not a bad thing. But you are going to need some assistance, okay? So if you need assistance and you have someone there that wants to help you, by all means, take the help. You're not a charity case or anything, but take the help. You need it, all right? I see that you've moved out of the Page of Pentacles era. So it looks like in your past, you've got some information about your finances, maybe even your family. So I feel like there's just a lot of things that maybe you were focused on that now that all of that has subsided, now you have to really focus on the other things that needed to be focused on. Yeah, things have just been taking a long time, or something has been coming really, really slow. The Lovers. Okay, so it's like you're waiting on something, or you've been trying to connect with yourself, but it's been a really long process. It's taken a lot of you, it's taken a lot of your energy. It's taken a lot of you putting in the time, putting in effort, planning for something, waiting. It's just a lot because it's important. Like I said, remember, this card is saying you're going through the ocean, so it's not going to be an overnight situation, but it is worth it. I do believe it's worth it, whatever this is. So I see there's a lot going on. I'm going to give you a card of advice. And to be fair, I don't think that anything bad necessarily is happening, but I think this reading is really pushing you to really organize things in your life. And, you know, the things you need help with, ask for it. And the things that you have taken care of, make sure you're keeping up with it. It just kind of seems like there's a lot of things that have to be done, and there's only one person to handle it. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can receive help. And I think you just have to realize that, Sag. Moving towards your future, you are going to have success, but it's just going to be a little bit less than what you're expecting. So what I want you to do is not focus necessarily on exactly the specifics of how you would like your success to be, but more so focus on what you want to come out of the situation. So for example, I do YouTube. So I'll get a lot of, you know, positive messages on my videos, and I love them, I really do, and I respond and all of that. But there will be like once every blue moon, and I literally mean like maybe once every 2 months, I'll get like this really irritating type of comment that really irks me for some reason, and I'll focus on it, and then I'll have to remember, why are you focused on that? Like, that does not mean that you're not being successful. It doesn't mean that you're not doing what you wanted to do. It doesn't mean that you're not helping people. That's one person where you can't even see their face and they never have commented before. So it's like, why are you putting energy into that? So that's what I mean. You have to really make sure that whatever you're planting a seed in, make sure you're not just looking at how fast the plant grows, but look at all of the attributes that the plant actually has. So, you know, a tree starts off as a little leaf, you know, that's rooted before it actually becomes an actual tree. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot more that goes into this, and I feel like if you're following me, this is your reading, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, then this is just probably not for you. Let's see. But you do have success, yes, and you're about to really go to your next chapter within life is what I'm seeing. Okay, so you're within your career especially, and the things you're trying to build that you're passionate about, you are making some really massive movements going towards the future. I feel like there are a few things within this reading that kind of seem unanswered, but I feel like that's by design. I feel like a lot of the things that you may not understand just yet, or the questions that you want answers to, a part of you building whatever this is about you actually going through it. It's kind of like with college. You can go to college for business, but business school is going to teach you like the black and white aspects, but it's not going to teach you how to actually run a business. It's not going to teach you how to keep customers actually happy. It's not going to teach you the things that you have to do or get with experience. So if you're looking for a handout to build something, you're not gonna go far with that. You have to go through, you know, the ups and downs within a business, within whatever you're building, in order to truly know, you know, how to be a force to be reckoned with. Even in marriage, you have people who have been together for, I don't know, 60 years, and then you'll have people who are together for 2 years, and each of those experiences are totally different. But if the person who was in the relationship for 60 years never really worked on themselves, can they truly teach you how to be in a marriage that's fulfilling? Like, experience is different, but it's not just the experience. It's about how deep you're in tune with the experience. What are you learning? What are you trying to grasp from it? And I think that's what you have to learn right now. Like, you're on this positive track, but there's so much that goes into it, and it's not just about, I do one thing, I get the result. It's like there's so much in between that. There's so much to learn. There's so much to grasp. There's so much to grow from. And I think you're gonna really see that it's priceless. You know what you're about to have, but you have to really put in the effort and not just think that it's super easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it and living and thriving from it, and that's just not the case. Whatever you're doing, so. You are the person who can actually magnify this and become the best at it, but you have to understand it's not a 1 2 3. It's like a 1 1 2, okay, go back to 0. It's a lot of steps, you know. It's not just a simple 1 2 3. And it doesn't mean it's hard. It just means that there's a lot that goes into this. If you want something to have big energy coming out, you got to put big energy going in. That's investing, that's time, that's marketing. I don't know what you're doing, but it seems very career focused. So it's also people investing and putting their energy into it as well. It's not just your idea. It has to be other people that see it and see the vision as well. So really use that fiery energy at this time. Don't be super emotional. Do not. Don't obsess either. A lot of you it's a time to be creative, but also understand that creativity alone is fine, but if you don't have someone to help push you in the right direction or someone to build with, it's not going to go as far as you would like it to, because I think you're trying to scale out, which is okay, but you gotta really do it. You know what I'm saying? So Sag, take this serious. You're really good at this, but you gotta take it as serious as you want other people to see it as well. So there's so many messages here. I hope that at least one of them stuck with you, Sag. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you want your own personal reading, you can go to my Gmail and email me. You can sign up for my Patreon and get monthly readings personal to you specifically. You can also sign up for my website and book a reading there. Also, I will be having products dealing with spirituality and metaphysics and all those sorts of things, and even just stuff for your household and things like that coming to my website very soon. So make sure that you're staying in tune with my channel so that you're aware when I drop all of those things. And in the meantime, just keep doing what you got to do, and meet me back here next week so that you are able to see like how things are going. Also, I do weekly live streams, so make sure that you are subscribed and you hit the notification bell so you get the notification of when I'm going to go live, okay? Thanks so much for watching, Sag, and I'll see you in the next one.